listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is not something meant for the masses. It is not a message for the crowd, the curious, or the casually spiritual. This word is for you, the one who has walked through isolation, misunderstanding, and seasons where you felt like your spirit was being stretched beyond what you believed you could handle. This message is for the one who has been set apart without fully understanding why. Because right now, heaven is whispering a truth that will shift the atmosphere around your life. The right people are coming, and God is aligning your destiny in ways you could not orchestrate on your own. You may not realize it yet, but your life has been moving through a divine rearranging. Connections that once felt stable suddenly loosened. People you trusted drifted away. Relationships that felt familiar became distant. And at times, it felt like rejection. It felt like abandonment. It felt like loss. But heaven is revealing something deeper, that separation was preparation. God was not removing people to hurt you. He was clearing space for the ones who are divinely assigned to your next chapter. There's a stirring inside you right now, a strange mixture of anticipation and uncertainty. You can't explain it, but you feel something shifting, something recalibrating around you. And that feeling is not your imagination. It is a spiritual signal, a sign that the season of misalignment is ending, a sign that your circle, your environment, your connections, your support, your destiny, partnerships are about to synchronize with heaven's timing. Hear this clearly. You are stepping into a season where God is aligning you with the people who match your purpose. People who will recognize your value without you having to prove it. People who will speak life into your dreams instead of draining your spirit. People who carry vision, faith, integrity, and divine assignment. People who are not just meant to walk with you, but destined to. And as you listen to this message, something inside you will begin to awaken. A realization that what felt like loss was actually protection. What felt like endings were sacred beginnings. What felt like emptiness was God making room. The right people are on their way, and they will not come by chance. They will come by divine appointment. And in the moments ahead, I will tell you exactly who they are, why they're coming now, and how God is aligning every detail to prepare you for them. But first, you need to understand where this message truly comes from. And the reason you're hearing this right now is because heaven has been drawing you into alignment long before you became aware of what was shifting around you. Nothing about this moment is random. Nothing about this message is accidental. There are times when God speaks loudly, shaking the earth with clarity. And then there are moments like this, gentle, intentional, whispered into the depths of your spirit. At the exact second you're ready to receive it. What you've been feeling lately, the detachment, the discomfort, the inner stirring, has all been part of a divine recalibration. God has been adjusting your atmosphere, removing the noise, and quieting the distractions so that you could finally hear Him clearly. And right now, He's speaking with purpose. Prepare yourself. New alignment is coming. This message carries the weight of divine timing. It flows from the heart of God, who has watched you navigate seasons where you had to carry more than anyone realized. He saw the moments when you stayed silent instead of defending yourself. He witnessed the nights you laid awake, wondering why certain people walked away, why certain relationships faded, and why certain connections no longer felt right. And through it all, He kept you, not because you were forgotten, but because you were being reserved. Heaven has been orchestrating relationships, timing, and opportunities behind the scenes in ways you could never arrange by human effort. You may not have understood the pruning, the separation, the shifting of circles, but God understood it perfectly. He knew that destiny cannot thrive in environments that suffocate it. He knew your purpose demanded a higher level of connection, a purified circle, a refined community. Feel this in your spirit. God is bringing people into your life who match the weight of your calling. People who won't be intimidated by your growth, threatened by your favor, or uncomfortable with your spiritual authority. People who won't compete with you, drain you, or manipulate your kindness. The ones who are coming are aligned with heaven, and because of that, they will align with you. The divine introduction of this message is simple, but profound. God Himself is initiating this shift. Not your emotions, not your desires, not your loneliness, not your imagination. This is God. The same God who closed doors others tried to force open. The same God who shielded you from relationships that looked appealing but were never meant to last. The same God who allowed certain people to reveal their true intentions so He could free you from misplaced loyalty. The same God who has been protecting your destiny even when you didn't realize it needed protection. And now in His perfect timing, He is aligning you with what has been reserved for you. You are not stepping into a random connection or a temporary companionship. You are stepping into divinely appointed relationships woven into the blueprint of your destiny. In a moment, I will reveal what this alignment truly means and why the timing is now. And now that your spirit is quiet enough to hear and your heart is steady enough to receive, the revelation begins to unfold. What has been stirring around you? What has been shifting? What has been falling away? All of it has been preparing the way for a prophetic truth that heaven is now releasing over your life. The right people are being sent to you because your destiny is entering its activation stage. This is the part you were never meant to carry alone. This is the season you were never meant to walk through isolated. The calling on your life is too weighty, too influential, too spiritually powerful for you to fulfill it with the wrong circle. Heaven knows this. God knows this. And so, the alignment has already begun. Let me unveil the prophecy clearly. A divine convergence is coming. People whose spirits recognize yours. People whose purpose complements your purpose. People who will stand with you, not question you. People who carry answers, clarity, support, encouragement, and spiritual strength. People who are not intimidated by your calling because they carry callings of their own. For too long, you have been surrounded by individuals who could not see you for who you truly were. They saw the surface, the outer version, the version that was convenient for them. But your spirit, your assignment, your anointing, they never recognized it. Some took advantage of it. Some felt threatened by it. Others simply could not understand it. So God allowed disconnection. God allowed discomfort. God allowed distance. God allowed disappointment. Not to break you, but to prepare you. Now heaven is unveiling the next part of the prophecy. Your destiny is about to attract destiny. Your purpose is about to attract purpose. Your spirit is about to attract spirits who speak the same heavenly language. Picture this clearly. Paths once separate begin to cross. Lives once distant begin to intersect. Souls once hidden begin to emerge. People once delayed begin to appear, all synchronized by divine timing. And you won't have to chase, force, beg, or manipulate anything. The alignment will be smooth, natural, effortless. It will feel like recognition, like remembering someone your spirit has known for years. These are not ordinary people. These are assigned people, people crafted for your journey. There will be destiny partners. There will be friends who sharpen your spirit. There will be mentors who speak into your future. There will be supporters who hold up your arms when you feel weak. There will be divine connections that open doors no human could ever open for you. The prophecy goes deeper still. Not only are the right people coming, but the wrong people can no longer hold space in your life. The misaligned, the manipulative, the draining, the deceptive, the superficial, their season is expiring. Their access is ending. Their influence is dissolving. Not because of bitterness, not because of anger, but because their assignment in your story is complete. Heaven has been orchestrating your path with precision, removing what is expired, releasing what is needed, revealing what is next. And what is next is connection. Divine, purposeful, destiny-shaping connection. You are entering a time where conversations will shift you, where agreements will elevate you, where partnerships will strengthen you, where unity will accelerate you. This is why the isolation felt heavy. This is why the separation felt personal. This is why the pruning felt painful. Because God was preparing space, sacred space, for those He has chosen to walk with you into the next dimension of your calling. Feel this deeply. You are not just meeting people. You are meeting destiny itself. And in the next section, I will take you even deeper into the spiritual meaning behind this alignment, the purpose it carries, and why this stage of your life requires people who don't just walk beside you, but elevate you. What's happening in your life right now is far more spiritual than it appears. On the surface, it may look like people drifting away, circumstances shifting, or emotions rising and falling. But underneath all of that, there is a divine architecture being built. God is restructuring the very foundation of your relationships, your environment, and your connections so that your destiny can finally unfold without interference. To understand the meaning behind this alignment, you must first understand a spiritual law. Destiny is never fulfilled in isolation. It is fulfilled through alignment. Every breakthrough you're about to experience, every opportunity forming in the unseen, every elevation that has been spoken over your life, requires the right people around you. Not just for companionship, but for activation. There are gifts inside you that only certain people can draw out. There are doors designed to open only when the right voices speak your name. There are assignments you can only accomplish when destiny partners join their strength with yours. This is why your past connections were shaken. This is why old relationships felt like they dissolved overnight. This is why you outgrew circles that once felt comfortable. Your identity evolved. Your anointing grew. Your spirit matured. And as your inner world shifted, your outer world had no choice but to rearrange itself accordingly. Think of it like a divine season change. There are people meant for your winter, the silent, reflective, lonely seasons, where you are being strengthened quietly. There are those meant for your spring, the time of refreshing healing and renewal. There are others meant for your summer, your season of growth, movement, and elevation. And then there are the rare ones meant for your harvest, those who walk with you into the chapter where God begins to manifest everything He promised. But not all people can transition with you through every season. Some were only meant to accompany you for a chapter, not a lifetime. Some were meant to teach you, stretch you, refine you, or even break you open so that God could pour new oil into your spirit. When their assignment ended, God allowed their presence to fade, because if they stayed too long, their energy would hinder, not help your growth. This is the spiritual meaning behind the recent emptiness. You felt God cleared the room so your spirit could breathe again. You've been healing quietly, clearing emotional residue, releasing old identities, shedding the weight of expectations placed on you by the wrong people. And as your inner wounds healed, your spiritual frequency rose. You began vibrating at a level your past connections could no longer tolerate. Not because you are better than them, but because you grew beyond the version of yourself they were familiar with. This is where divine alignment becomes powerful. When you elevate spiritually, heaven sends people who are aligned with that elevation. People who match your capacity. People who speak the language of your purpose. People who carry the same spiritual intensity, integrity, and hunger for growth. These people come into your life with clarity, not confusion. With peace, not chaos. With purpose, not distraction. with authenticity, not pretense, and the symbolism is deep. They are the ones who will water what God planted inside you. They will recognize your gifts. They will celebrate your progress. They will not flinch at your vulnerability or shrink from your strength. They will help you see yourself through the eyes of heaven. They are the ones who will guard your destiny. Where others were careless with your heart, these will handle it with reverence. Where others dismissed your dreams, these will nurture them. Where others used your loyalty, these will value it. They are the ones who were shaped for the version of you that is emerging right now. Not the version you used to be, not the version you hid to keep the peace, not the version others tried to mold, but the version God breathed into existence. Think of alignment like two rivers merging into one, each carrying history, depth, power, and direction. When they meet, they don't compete. They amplify. They expand. They accelerate. This is what is coming your way. Relationships that expand you spiritually, emotionally, and purposefully. This is why your spirit feels expectant, even if you can't explain it. Your soul knows what your mind is only beginning to understand. Heaven is preparing to send you the people who were always meant to walk into your story at this exact moment. And in the next part, I will show you the signs, the clues that this alignment is already happening in your life. Signs that confirm the shift has begun, and that your new season of connection is already unfolding. You may not see the full picture yet, but traces of this divine alignment have already begun showing up in your life. God rarely moves without leaving signs, gentle indicators that something in the spiritual realm is shifting. And if you look closely at your recent experiences, you'll notice that heaven has been signaling this transition long before you understood it. Here are the signs, subtle, powerful, and deeply personal, that confirm the right people are approaching your life right now. 1. You felt an unusual detachment from certain people, not from bitterness, not from anger, not even from disappointment. It's like your spirit quietly stepped back before your mind even caught on. Conversations that once felt easy now feel draining. Connections that once seemed meaningful now feel misaligned. You don't feel the same pull you used to, and that's not emotional instability. That's spiritual release. God has been loosening ties that no longer support your elevation. 2. You've experienced a sudden desire for deeper, more authentic connection. You don't want shallow conversations anymore. You don't want small-minded environments. You don't want temporary people or convenient connections. You crave depth, honesty, spiritual resonance, things your old circle could never provide. This craving is not loneliness. It is spiritual preparation. Your soul is making space for the people who are coming. 3. Random, unexpected encounters have begun stirring your spirit. Maybe someone said a sentence that pierced through the noise. Maybe a stranger mirrored something you've been praying about. Maybe a conversation online or in passing carried unusual weight. These are not coincidences. These are destiny previews, hints of the kind of alignment God is orchestrating. 4. You've been feeling pulled towards certain environments, dreams, or ideas. New interests. Sudden clarity, fresh vision, a boldness rising where fear used to live. All of these are signs that God is repositioning you. Where you are going is tied to who you will meet, and your spirit knows it. 5. Your old insecurities are resurfacing so they can be healed. This may feel strange, but it's actually a sign of alignment. Before God brings the right people, He often surfaces the wounds that would sabotage the connection if left untreated. You're not backsliding, you are being prepared. You're being refined so you can receive what is coming without fear, mistrust, or self-sabotage. 6. There is a quiet anticipation in your spirit you can't explain. It feels like something is approaching, something good. something unfamiliar yet deeply aligned with who you're becoming. This anticipation is a spiritual echo, a sign that heaven is already moving destiny in your direction. See if even one of these signs resonates. If it feels like your spirit is saying, "This is me," then understand this: you are already in the early stages of divine alignment. The shift has begun. The path is clearing. The right people are moving toward you even now. But before they arrive, there is something important you need to understand. Something most people never realize until they are already overwhelmed. And that is the truth of the unseen challenges that often appear right before divine connection is fulfilled. In the next section, I will show you exactly what those challenges look like, not to discourage you, but to prepare you. Before the right people arrive, most chosen individuals walk through a series of challenges that feel confusing, heavy, and deeply discouraging. Not because God is blocking you, but because heaven is preparing you. What you are stepping into requires strength, discernment, emotional maturity, and spiritual stability, qualities that are forged through pressure, not comfort. Here are the hidden challenges that often rise right before divine alignment unfolds. 1. A sudden increase in loneliness or isolation. This isn't punishment, it's spiritual transition. When God is escorting the wrong people out and preparing the right ones to enter, you often pass through a void space, a middle ground, a quiet hallway between chapters. In this space, you may feel alone, even when you're surrounded by others. You may feel misunderstood, even by those who once felt close to you. This isolation is sacred. It's where God rewrites your identity and recalibrates your spirit. 2. Unexpected emotional turbulence. You might feel waves of sadness, anxiety, reflection, or even frustration without knowing why. This emotional shaking isn't weakness, it's cleansing. Old wounds surface so they can be healed. Old fears surface so they can be confronted. Old patterns surface so they can be broken. You cannot enter aligned relationships carrying misaligned emotional habits. 3. The enemy tries to send counterfeits. Before the right people appear, the wrong ones often attempt to re-enter. Old friendships, old relationships, old patterns, old temptations. These counterfeits are not random. They are spiritual distractions designed to pull you back into cycles that God freed you from. Their sudden reappearance is not a sign to reconnect. It's a test to confirm your growth. 4. Your discernment becomes sharper, sometimes painfully so. As you rise spiritually, God heightens your ability to feel what's off. You can sense insincerity quickly. You can detect hidden motives. You can feel when someone's spirit does not match yours. This sensitivity can feel overwhelming, but it's part of the preparation. You are being trained to recognize the right people the moment they appear. 5. Opportunities may seem delayed or blocked. This challenge is one of the hardest to understand. Just when you feel ready, doors may pause, slow down, or remain shut. Not because God is withholding goodness, but because the right people are connected to the right opportunities. Some doors cannot open until the people meant to walk through them with you arrive. 6. A deep inner stretching. You may notice God calling you to grow, to communicate better, to set healthier boundaries, to forgive deeper, to trust more boldly, to release old mindsets that once protected you but now limit you. This is not correction. It is preparation. If these challenges feel familiar, understand this clearly. You are not being attacked. You are being aligned. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. You are not being broken, you are being shaped. The pressure you feel is not the end. It is the final refining before divine connection arrives. And now that you understand the challenges, the next step is crucial. You must know what heaven needs you to do next. In the following section, I will give you divine instructions, clear, powerful, spiritually grounded steps to position yourself for the arrival of the people God is sending. Before the right people enter your life, heaven always gives instructions not to burden you, but to prepare you. Divine alignment is not passive. It is intentional. It requires readiness, awareness, and spiritual positioning. And right now, God is calling you into a posture that will open the way for the people He is sending. These instructions are not rules. They are spiritual strategies. They are ways to align your heart, mind, and spirit with what is coming, so that when the right people arrive, you recognize them, receive them, and rise with them. Let these words settle deeply as I reveal what God needs you to do in this season. 1. Guard your atmosphere. Before new alignment comes, old atmospheres must be purified. You cannot step into a divine connection while standing in emotional clutter or spiritual noise. So God is calling you to intentionally protect your energy. Limit access to those who drain your spirit. Step back from environments that cloud your peace. Reduce the influence of voices that confuse your direction. The right people cannot thrive in a chaotic atmosphere. Your inner world must become a sanctuary before heaven sends those destined for your next chapter. 2. Strengthen your discernment. Discernment is your spiritual radar, your ability to sense truth beyond words, intentions beyond behavior, and alignment beyond appearance. God is instructing you to slow down and feel people spiritually, not just observe them naturally. Ask yourself, does this person bring peace or tension? Do they elevate my faith or drain it? Do they honor my boundaries or ignore them? Do they see my purpose or compete with it? The right people will always match what God is building in you. Discernment allows you to recognize them early. 3. Heal what hurt you last season. Nothing pushes away aligned people faster than unhealed wounds. This instruction is gentle, but it is urgent. Release what broke you. God is asking you to let go of bitterness. Forgive what disappointed you. Stop replaying the words that wounded you. Loosen your grip on the memories that cripple your trust. The right people cannot enter a heart still locked behind the wrong pain. Healing creates space for connection. 4. Open your spirit to receive. You've been strong for so long that receiving may feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. But aligned people come to pour into you, not to take from you. God is instructing you to soften your posture. Allow encouragement. Accept support. Welcome help. Receive love without suspicion. What's coming is not another burden, it is relief, but you must be willing to receive it. 5. Prepare for accountability and growth. Aligned relationships will not let you stay where you are. They will challenge you, stretch you, and push you into the next version of yourself. This is why God is telling you now. Prepare to grow, prepare to evolve, prepare to rise, prepare to release anything that no longer fits your destiny. The people coming into your life will not be intimidated by your calling. They will activate it. 6. Step boldly into your purpose. The right people show up when you move toward your assignment, not away from it. Each step you take in faith becomes a spiritual signal that draws aligned individuals toward you. So God is instructing you. Start the project. Take the opportunity. Use your gift. Say yes to what scares you. Walk through the door even if it feels uncertain. Movement attracts alignment. Purpose attracts purpose. Boldness attracts the people God has prepared for you. 7. Stay patient, but expectant. Alignment does not always happen overnight. But when it begins, the acceleration is undeniable. God is calling you to rest in this truth. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to chase anyone. You do not have to beg for connection. You do not have to manipulate outcomes. Your only job is to remain expectant, not desperate, not anxious, not discouraged, but ready. Because when the right people arrive, they will arrive quickly. And everything in your life will begin to unfold with clarity and momentum. These instructions are not burdens. They are blessings. They are the final preparations before heaven begins to deliver what has been aligned for your spirit. And as you follow them, something powerful will begin to happen. Your atmosphere will shift, your discernment will sharpen, your heart will heal, and your path will clear. And now, with the preparation set in place, you must hear what heaven has prepared next. The assurance, the protection, and the divine covering that will surround you as you step into this new season of alignment. As you step into this new chapter of connection, heaven wants you to know something deeply comforting. You are not walking into this alone. Every part of your journey, the healing, the release, the preparation, the alignment is wrapped in divine protection. God is not only sending the right people into your life, He is also shielding you from everything and everyone that could interfere with the blessing He is bringing. Let this truth settle in your spirit. You are covered. You are guarded. You are surrounded. Even when you felt exposed, heaven was watching. Even when you felt vulnerable, angels stood around you. Even when you didn't know who to trust, God kept you from what could have harmed your future. And now, as new people begin entering your life, His protection is increasing, not decreasing. 1. God is protecting your heart. There were seasons where your heart was left open to the wrong people, people who mishandled your kindness, misread your loyalty, or misused your vulnerability. But that season is over. God has placed a divine hedge around your emotions. He will not let the wrong hearts close to yours again. He is sending people who carry gentleness, honesty, and spiritual maturity, people who will hold your heart with the care heaven intended. 2. God is protecting your purpose. There are connections you lost because they were quietly sabotaging your calling. People who limited your vision, dimmed your light, or distracted your focus. You may not have seen the danger, but God did. And He cut off what you didn't know was harming you. Now He is surrounding your purpose with people who uplift, strengthen, and support what He placed inside you. 3. God is protecting your path. Every step you take is guided. Every move you make is watched. Every door you approach is sifted through His wisdom. If a door remains closed, it is protection. If a relationship doesn't form, it is protection. If an opportunity pauses, it is protection. You are not being delayed. You are being defended. 4. God is protecting your spirit. You have a sensitive, spiritually tuned heart, a gift, but also something that needs safeguarding. This is why He removed environments that left you drained. This is why He exposed hidden intentions. This is why He allowed the truth to surface in people you once trusted. He is cleansing your spiritual atmosphere so the right souls can enter it without contamination. Five. God is protecting what's coming. Divine alignment is sacred. Heaven does not allow interference with what it assigns. The people coming into your life carry purpose, timing, and destiny, and God will not let anything threaten the formation of these connections. This is why you've been sensing peace, clarity, and inner quiet. It's the feeling of being spiritually insulated. It's the awareness that you are no longer moving unguarded. So rest in this truth. What God is aligning for you is protected from the start. You do not need to fear losing the wrong people or missing the right ones. Heaven is guiding every interaction, every meeting, every connection. And now that you know you are protected, it's time to see where all of this leads: the transformation, the elevation, the fulfillment that awaits you on the other side of this alignment. Everything you have walked through, the separation, the pruning, the waiting, the preparation, has been leading to this moment of divine transformation. When the right people finally enter your life, something extraordinary begins to happen inside you. It's not just your relationships that shift. It's you. Your spirit rises. Your confidence strengthens. Your purpose awakens. Your destiny accelerates. This is what fulfillment looks like when alignment begins to unfold. 1. Your inner world becomes lighter. The heaviness you've been carrying quietly begins to dissolve. You feel supported in ways you've prayed for, but never experienced. Suddenly, you are no longer the only one pouring, the only one listening, the only one giving. For the first time in a long time, you feel seen not for what you do, but for who you are. Your soul exhales. Your heart relaxes. Your spirit feels safe. This is the first sign of divine fulfillment. 2. Your purpose comes alive again. With the right people around you, dormant dreams begin to rise. Desires you buried resurface with clarity. Ideas begin flowing with ease. Your creativity unlocks. Your passion strengthens. Your vision expands. You start becoming the version of yourself, that God intended all along. Not the version shaped by fear, survival, or disappointment, but the version shaped by purpose, faith, and divine connection. 3. Your confidence returns stronger and more grounded. You no longer question your worth or shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You speak with clarity instead of hesitation. You move with conviction instead of doubt. You stand tall, anchored in your identity and aware of your value. The right people don't make you feel small. They remind you that you were created for greatness. 4. Your path becomes clearer. Where there was confusion, there will be direction. Where there was hesitation, there will be certainty. Where there was stagnation, there will be movement. Destiny-aligned people bring divine clarity. They help you see what you couldn't see alone. They guide, support, and sharpen you not by controlling you, but by walking beside you. 5. Divine opportunities begin to accelerate. As alignment forms, doors that were once locked begin opening effortlessly. You'll notice the right invitations, the right conversations, the right timing, the right breakthroughs, the right resources, the right spiritual confirmations. Opportunities flow more naturally because now your environment matches your calling. You are no longer pulling against resistance, you are moving with divine momentum. 6. You step into a new identity. Not the wounded version, not the hidden version, not the doubting version, not the waiting version, but the becoming version, the version God was shaping beneath every tear, every trial, and every silent season. This is when fulfillment becomes tangible. You begin to recognize yourself again, not the old you, but the healed you, the restored you, the awakened you, the anointed you. 7. You realize the wait was worth it. Every closed door, every heartbreak, every delay, every lonely night, every unanswered question. You begin to see that none of it was wasted. Every moment was leading to an alignment that would change the direction of your life forever. And when the right people stand beside you, people who speak your spiritual language, who honor your purpose, who protect your heart, who amplify your calling, you will understand why God didn't let certain people stay. You were never being denied. You were being prepared. And now, you are stepping into the fulfillment of what heaven has been orchestrating for years. As this message comes to its close, let these final words settle deep into your spirit. Everything spoken over you in this moment is not just encouragement, it is alignment, it is preparation, it is confirmation. Heaven has been guiding you step by step toward the people, the purpose, and the season that is now unfolding. And as you move forward, you are not walking into uncertainty. You're walking into divine orchestration. To seal this word into your heart, speak these affirmations aloud or quietly in your spirit. Let them shape your mindset, strengthen your faith, and prepare your atmosphere. Affirmation. I am aligned with the people God has chosen for my destiny. Feel the truth of that. You are no longer available for misaligned connections. God is sending those who match your purpose. Affirmation 2. I release what was and welcome what is meant for me. Let the past stay in the past. Make room for what heaven is bringing. Affirmation 3. I am protected, guided, and prepared for divine alignment. No fear, no hesitation. You are covered in every step. Affirmation 4. I am becoming the version of myself that God intended all along. This is not the old you, this is the elevated you, the healed you, the chosen you. Now take a breath. Feel the shift. Something inside you has awakened, expanded, and lifted. And now, hear this blessing bound. A prophetic blessing over your life. May the road before you be cleared of every obstacle. May the doors assigned to your future open effortlessly and without delay. May the people God has chosen for your journey find you quickly, clearly, and undeniably. May your heart recognize them the moment they appear. May your spirit rise with boldness, clarity, and expectation. May every misaligned connection fall away with peace, not pain. May your inner world be filled with the light of discernment and the strength of divine confidence. May you walk into this new season protected, covered, and surrounded by heaven itself. I speak over you that alignment is already in motion. Provision is already forming, clarity is already unfolding, and destiny is already drawing near. You are stepping into a chapter marked by purpose, connection, and acceleration. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. Nothing assigned to you will be delayed. The right people, the ones sent by God, are on their way even now. Walk forward with peace. Walk forward with readiness. Walk forward with faith. Your alignment has begun, and heaven is guiding every step.